Okay. So I really do feel like I'm using right now. Um, I'm using right now the D-pad, and I don't think this is going to be the best way to do it. I think it's really nice. I think it's I think it's practical. I guess it's nice to have. I might have something else though that makes more sense. Um, but I really think it would be a good idea for me to try being able to point the joystick in the direction and have more of a granular control of specifically which one. Because up like this, zigzags left and right. Um, and if I'm going into this angle, it'll go straight. And if I go over here a little bit, it'll go, kind of weird actually. Is that normal? I guess I was on west. Yeah, it's a little, that's what I mean. Now, I could add more resolution, right? I could do a few things. I could add northwest and west. I could add more resolution with its own. And yeah, another thing I'm thinking of too is ultimately I don't want the player to see the hexes. Thinking, but I think part of this process is kind of like we're in prototype at this point to try things. And I'd like to be able to keep this functionality. If I remove the D-pads, eventually I'll remove the D-pads, but I'll keep that functionality. Or if I do remove them, keep it in the back end where I could turn it on again if I want to try it this way again. But what I'd like to do really is give the ability to do that, what I just was doing, moving with the selector tile, using the D-pad, or the joystick, sorry. Now, two things about that. Well, I'm going to have to reconfigure how the joystick is sort of working right now because I have it. I have the one I'd like to use to move it around associated with moving the camera around like this. So I got to rethink this just a little bit. But another thing too is if I'm going to get into controls, I was thinking, well, maybe it's better before I start tackling this thing is I should maybe tackle the entire input system. But I don't want to spend time researching the input system because I'd have to really research it because from my understanding, Unity has a new one. And I believe I'm using the legacy one, which is, where is it? I can't remember. It's one of these windows. Input manager or something. I can't remember now. So do I want to like look into the new one and see how that works and then refactor the whole darn thing? I don't think so because it'll be too much time and I really want to, I feel like playing with this right now. The idea of getting the joystick correctly pointing based off of the camera direction type stuff. So I think I just need to remap the one button anyway, so it's not a big deal. And when I do eventually get back to looking into seeing if the new Unity input system works, like we'll have more reason for me to switch it over, I'll switch it over then. It probably does. It probably helps with multi-controller, Xbox, PC type, PlayStation, touch screens. Like it probably helps make it easier. So I have to investigate it to be more sure and see. But I don't feel like doing that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get this to work with the joystick. And then what I'll do, so let me think about this for a second. Right now, the right joystick, left, right is rotating. But the right trigger and the left trigger is also rotating. So I already have my rotate there. So I could remove that. The up down on the joystick, I've on the right joystick is zoom in and out. I've always hated that it was there. Never worked well for me. I could move that somewhere else. I'm thinking where that would feel good. I'm pushing buttons just to... I could put it on the trigger. Or the right button, the left button. That's rotate. That's zoom in and out. This would then become this. And then this would be... Yeah, I think that would be good. I think I'm going to just take... I'm going to switch over the joysticks. I'm going to put the left joystick onto the right joystick. And then the right joystick will be removed completely. I already have this as rotation. And I'll just add the trigger buttons on the top up for the zoom in and out. And it won't be an analog feel to it. It'll be like on or off. Just because those particular buttons are on or off. They're not an axis control. So let's try that. And then after, that's for the controller stuff, and then there's all the other types of touch screens and keyboard and mouse controller stuff. Because being able to just do this is like super easy, right? Like with the mouse, you just click it. But the idea is to try and make this feel good on more than just one device. So I want to make it work well with the joystick. And that's kind of part of the early process because it's like the most boring thing to do. Also, it's what's funner, getting the gameplay to work or tweaking and trying to get all your controllers to feel good. Now, they're not going to be final, but it's going to be better than first iteration at least, So yeah, let's go ahead and give that a shot. So I'm going to stop this and going to go in. We're going to go into the input controller. And what I'm going to do here, input controller. So move events are being done with the D-pad. I have horizontal and vertical repeaters. D-pad vertical, D-pad vertical. These are just fire events. On the update. Horizontal. Why is that updating horizontal? Dot update. Horizontal dot update? Where's that being called? Horizontal dot update. F12 on that. Oh, it's an int. Oh no, it's returning an int. Public returning an int. Is this a mono behavior? Ooh, this is a system. It's not a mono behavior. Strange. Huh. Funny, eh? What is causing that to update? Oh, it's the input controller is a mono behavior. That's not a mono behavior, but okay. All right. This stuff here, I think, I'm trying to see if this is just int x, y. It's an int, so it's not, these are just the D-pads. If it was actually also taking into consideration the joystick, it would be a float. So that's not it. So updates. Here what we're doing is we're just checking, hey, has one of those buttons been pushed? D-pad, if yes, send a move event. And the move event will be equal to a point. I'm creating a point based off of the X or Y value. Right, yeah, I understand what it's doing here, okay. Okay, it's taking the raw value and turning it into a point, but it works out because it's also an int. So yeah. Now, other than that, I'm doing a check here. Okay, I'm checking the 3 buttons. So I have, right now all I have is X, A, and B on the Xbox controller plugged in. So it's just checking those 3. And it's checking which one, and it's assigning a number, 1, 2, or 3 on it, and that's how that's being used. Raycast, is that really a raycast? For the mouse position, oh, interesting. So here is when I'm dragging the camera. Interesting. It's I don't know how well it was working well earlier, but there's probably stuff that's going to need to be done on when I get to the other stuff there. Where's the joystick? Don't tell me it's not in here. I bet you it's not. Imagine that. I bet you right now what I'm doing is I'm controlling the camera directly. I'm not even sending it through here. That's not really the best way to do it. We want everything to go in the same area. Let's go to the camera rig or camera controller or something. Let's go see. Can't see it there. Camera rig. Okay. Camera rig. Yeah, I'm just going to go down a little bit and see. So, what are we doing here? Okay. Handle mouse input, handle input, movement input, and handle control, console controller input. So there's a lot going on here, and it's not going where I want it to be happening. Because it's probably reading the input manager directly here. Input, yeah, you see? All this stuff should be going through the input. Events should be sent to the camera, but it looks to me like the implementation is a little bit more involved here, and it's not necessarily going in the right spot. So maybe I'll just do the same. But let's go see. Whoa, look at this. Oh, this is how I detect the angle of the camera to know what direction it's in. Okay. I kind of feel like this should be its own class, and I don't want to be debugging these. Why is that? Oh yeah, I warned. That's true. I was using that. This is a relatively new implementation, so I was allowing it to be printed in the console. Okay. But we know it works well. Unless we want to add more resolution, this is where I would add more angles in those resolutions. Okay. I want to kind of just like, what is this in? The update? Ugh. I'd like to kind of put, we'll just say update camera angle here. Why else? If follow transform, else input, and what I'll do is I'll just do it down here. Wait, what is this? Transform rotation. Yeah, and then this is the actual movement speed, and it's used to move the camera, actually. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a camera direction check. Not true. Wait. I'll just do one of these. And I'm going to create a new function here, somewhere down here. I'm going to close these there, make it a little bit more clean for now. Handle console. Okay. We'll just do a void. This. What's going on here? Okay. What I want it to do, why is that? Okay. We're going to put all of this in here. Just to keep the update function a little more tidy. And that should be fine, really. Besides that, handle mouse input, handle movement input, handle console controller input. See here, I'm looking directly on the controller, and I'm checking the values. And then what I'm doing is, I should be doing that all in the input controller, and then sending it over when there's something to hear. But right now, I'm just reading it directly. Wouldn't be very hard to bring it over, but it's I think it's quicker for now. I think I gotta go to the bathroom super quick. No movement. Oh, I have the WASD and the up and down. What am I doing with this? Does that work for real? I didn't even know. Let me try. Is there error? No. Oh yeah, it does work. WASD is working and the arrows are working. It's very fast. Okay. Oops. Okay, cool. Movement input. Oh, left shift. Oh, free movement is left shift. Huh, that's stuff I didn't even know. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. So now, yeah, what does shift do? Fast speed, I think, or normal speed. Yeah. See, I think I got the fast speed set the same thing as the, oh no, this fast speed is, oh yeah, the fast speed is wicked fast. I could put the fast speed at 3. Let me try that and see. Already normal speed is very fast. That's normal. Oh yeah. That's a lot faster, isn't it? Whoa. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, those are all useful. I'll be able to like refactor that at some point and bring it in. And Q and E. Oh, that rotates. Okay, good. And then whoops. And then what is this? R. Oh yeah, RF is zoom in and out. Cool. Okay, now this is all movement. Now, what I'm not seeing in the movement though, that's movement input. But it's all get key stuff. It's nothing is axis for the console controller input. Okay, it'll be here. Right trigger, left trigger, right. Oh, am I doing something here with it? Oh yeah, I was multiplying it here. Interesting. Yeah, to make it go faster or slower, I was doing. Okay. So what is this? This must be triggers are rotations. Good. Vertical, get axis vertical, get axis horizontal. These are my moves, but I don't want that to be the move. I'm going to want Xbox Zoom X, rotate. Funny, eh? Funny. So zoom. See, what I'm doing here is I'm looking for the value of an axis, but it's not going to be an axis anymore. I'm just going to comment this out, but I need to put it in the button. Oh, I was moving between allies. That was going to be the plan. Damn, that's a pretty good button for that too, move between allies. Well, what's going to be zoom then? I can move around. Gosh darn it, I don't know what the zoom's going to be. Maybe I just won't have one for now. I'm not entirely sure. I could move it around like this. I'm just thinking on the controller here. See, those buttons are pretty good. But you know, it could also depend what state I'm in. Right now I'm just hard coding on the camera, but eventually I would have it going into the state, so these buttons would all do different things based off of if there's a specific menu open or if I have to select a target. You know, these buttons could do different things based off of what state the game is in. Well, I'm not going to use it for that. And you know, Xbox Zoom X and Xbox Rotation Y is not going to be vertical. Horizontal is fine. I'm going to do probably R vertical, R horizontal for right, like the right joystick. So let's go. I have to name that. I have to find that button, that panel I was looking for earlier. It's going to be under, let me see, project settings. Bloop. And then it's going to be under input manager, axes. So here we have, here is Xbox rotation Y. I'm going to call this and zoom. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to call those, what is Xbox movement? Funny, because I was calling it vertical in the script. I probably have two verticals. D-pad horizontal, D-pad vertical. Horizontal is probably looking for the same. X-axis. Joystick. Okay, for some reason I inverted those, but Xbox movement. I could just call it Xbox movement. This one, the zoom is on the 5th axis. Yeah, that's what I'll do, is I'll do the 5th axis on this. I'll just try it and see. I don't know. Where is it? Oh, it's this one here. 5th axis. Oh, no, wait. Not the 5th axis. The X and Y is the 4th axis. Y is the 4th axis. And I'll get these names. Xbox movement. So this would have been the replacement for zoom. I keep opening that. So this one, zoom X. Weird, because it's more like supposed to be Y. And rotation is X. But that's going to be movement. Xbox movement X. Like this. I think this is, whoops. Where was I? Here. So if it does not equal and it does not equal 0, we're doing a rotation. You know what? I'll put the zoom back on because theoretically I think the thing should still work. I changed just this one here. I just wanted to make sure that those are still plugged in. So I put the behavior back in just to see. So this still works, and yeah, it still works just like before. Okay, good. So these two things, X and Y, Xbox movement here, are plugged in just fine. Now, what I want to do is we're going to go back to the script here. And what I want to do is I just want to take vertical and horizontal. So vertical is Y. I'm going to put that now under that button. And the horizontal, right, is going to go under the X for the horizontal. And we're going to take the rotation off. So right now, I basically can't zoom in and out. And the left joystick will not work. And the right joystick is now the left joystick. So left joystick is not working. And that's weird. Rotation works. Oh, weird. So, that's weird. I have to push them both left or right for it to work. Individually alone, they don't. Oh, that works. Left work. Oh, I think there's a weird bug. Huh, okay, no, that's something wrong here. Let me go see the script again. What am I doing here? Does not equal 0. Does not equal 0. If new position. Oh, here. Because I was only going in if this button was being pushed, but I was reading the value of the other button. And that's exactly what was going on. So I need to read the value of the actual button being pushed, which is this. Now it should work. Okay, let's take a look here. Oops, I clicked a little too much. Okay, so left joystick does nothing. Right joystick is working, but kind of in the opposite way. Right now I'm pushing up and down. And right now I'm pushing left and right. But they do work well. I just need to inverse them. Funny, eh? Okay. Well, we'll invert it. Why would I could probably just invert it here, actually. Because you see here, I have Y as 4th axis and I have X as 5th axis. But what you could do is you could go and grab Unity Windows controller mapping. And we just want an image. So horizontal is 5th and vertical is 4th. So let's see here. Horizontal is, to me, is X. Is it X? Or is it Y? X to me is horizontal, so horizontal is 5th. Sorry, I'm just thinking if I want to rename this to horizontal instead of X, but horizontal axis and vertical axis. Vertical to me is Y. Yeah. So that looks like it's plugged in correctly. I could invert it and it'll work, so, but Y is up and down, forward. Isn't that weird, eh? Huh. Well, what I'll do is I'll just put this to 4th, and I'll just put this to 5th. Switch the axis that it's reading. So if I do, oh, now they're doing, now up is going down, down is going up, right is going left, left is going right. Why would it be doing that? Funny. Really funny. Hold on. What the hell? Let's bring it back to the way it was before. Up, down. Yeah, that's wrong. Let me go to here. Well, all it is this here, really. I mean, I'm doing the exact same. It's going to be inverted. I'll have to... did the other one up here, was it inverted? D-pad stuff. I was getting the D-pad vertical. Why was I... Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I'm confused. Vertical and horizontal. Horizontal is here. I was looking for a key button. D-pad horizontal. Huh. Why was that the joystick? Oh, these are uninverted. No wonder. That one's not inverted. This one is inverted. But this is weird. D-pad horizontal is looking for a joystick axis. I gotta go in there and fix it. Whatever's going on. But I had this on invert, but the Y is not on invert. What are we at here if I hit play? Whoops. Okay, that's going down, but I should be going up. That's going up, but I should be going down. Left and right is working. So let's just check the Y and put that one on invert. No, I kind of did not get that right. That one and then that one. There we go. But I don't even know which one it is now. Anyways, that works. Rotation works. I just can't zoom in. I could use the, whoa, what the hell? Oh, it's wicked sensitive. Okay. Okay. But I got that working. I'm just not sure if... X should be forward. Let me check something. X is forward. Yeah, okay. And Y is right. Yeah, okay, that's good. No, it should be inversed. Darn it. But there's something weird about whether or not I'm understanding which coordinates go up, down, left, right on the X and Y, because anyways, we'll leave it like that. This one, vertical and horizontal. Now, this is what I need to do. So if we just go back to what I set this up so that I could free up the left joystick. The left joystick is now free. And what that allows for me to do now is I want to be able to use it so I could move the cursor around. Wow, that's sensitive. My zoom is super sensitive, which is kind of annoying. Let me go to camera. Where is it? Board, tactics, camera rig, zoom. We'll do -2, 2. Try that and see. Yeah, I could zoom in a little bit more easily. And if I... No, it really is in chunks. Okay, well. Yeah, but it's easier to... Yeah, it'll be easier. Wow, that's sensitive. Whew. I think that's why I had the values here, because using the keyboard for the values that feel good on the controller is way too fast. So this here, you see how I was bringing it down as I was, I feel like it would have been the opposite, but anyways. Yeah, I was playing I was giving the controller a different speed to the keyboards. But yeah, I'll fix that another time. Could be a nice slider in the options menu, sensitivity. I think I gotta go to the bathroom again. Jeez, could you imagine that? So what I'll do now is I'm going to leave it like that momentarily. And then I'll come in, and what I'm going to have to do is create a character controller now, and there's going to be some stuff so I can get this to work with the angle of the camera. All right, I'll just stop it right there.